Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Are you able to see the Jai Radha Madhava screen? Are you able to see the Jai Radha Madhava screen?
I'm seeing agenda, Prabhuji.
You're still
I think
seeing agenda.
yeah, it does. I think yeah. Still stuck at the agenda.
Are you able to see now Jai Radha Madhava screen?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now we can see.
Okay. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yeshodanandana Prajajanandana Yeshodanandana Prajajanandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yeshodanandana Prajajanandana Yeshodanandana Prajajanandana Yamuna Viravanachari Yamuna Viravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल 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 जय जय Hare Krishna, welcome back everybody. Vibhavari Sesha Aloka Pravesha Nidra Chadi Utho Jiva 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 Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva 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 Narasimha Vamana Sri Madhusudana Brajitna Nandana Shama Narasimha Vamana Putana Kaitava Satana Jayata Sarati Rama Putana Kaitava Satana Jayata Sarati Rama Yeshodarulala
गोविंद गोपाल वृंदावना पूरैया यशोदा गोपाला गोविंद गोपाल वृंदावना पूरैया गोपीराजन रामन भुवन सुंदर बाला गोपीराजन रामन भुवन सुंदर बाला रावणांतकर मदन तस्कर गोपी जनावसहारी रावणांतकर मदन तस्कर गोपी जनावसहारी गजराकल गोपाल Gita Hari Vampiya Rajendra Nakala Gopa Vrindapala Gita Hari Vamsidari Rajendra Nakala Gopa Vrindapala Gita Hari Vamsidari Yogitra Vandana Sri Nandanandana Prajajana Bayahari Yogitra Vandana Sri Nandanandana Prajajana Bayahari Navina Nirada Rupa Manohara Mohana Bhamsi Vihari Navina Nirada Rupa Manohara Mohana Bhamsi Vihari Yeshoda Nandana Kamsari Sodana Nikunjana Savilasi Yeshoda Nandana Kamsari Sodana Nikunjana Savilasi Kadamba Kanana Keli Parayana Prundaviti Namivasi Kadamba Kanana Keli Parayana Ananda Vardana Premani Ketana Bhulasara Yojatama Ananda Vardana Premani Ketana Bhulasara Yojatama Ananda Vardana Premani Ketana Pulasara Jojakama Gopavardhana Gopavardhana Pulasara Jojakama Ananda Vardhana Premani Ketana Pulasara Jojakama Gopangana Gana Chitta Vinodhana. Okay. I made a song. Hare Krishna. Sorry. Can you see? No, you can't see. I am just before you know. This is again and again and again. Krishna says serve me, but Maya says serve myself. Are we getting? Yes. Gopangana Gana Chitta Vinodana Samasta Guna Gana Dhamma गोपांगना गण चित्त विनोदन समस्त गुण गण यमुना जीवन केली परायण मानस चंद्र चकोरा यमुना जीवन केली परायण मानस चंद्र चकोरा नाम सुधारसा गावो कृष्णा जैसा राखो वचन मन मोरा नाम सुधारसा गावो कृष्णा जैसा राखो वचन मन मोरा नाम सुधारसा गावो कृष्णा जैसा राखो वचन मन मोरा नाम सुधारसा गावो कृष्णा जैसा राखो वचन मन मोरा विभवरी सेचा आलोक प्रावसा मित्राणी रुठो जीवा विभवरी सेचा आलोक प्रावसा मित्राणी रुठो जीवा विभवरी सेचा आलोक प्रावसा निद्राचारी उठो जीवा बोलो हरि हरि मुकुंदा मुरारी राम कृष्ण हरे ग्रीवा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वास्पदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं संसजीवं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधा नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी हरिप्रिये पाञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवतिर्नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। कृष्णाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिनी नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये नमो ब्राह्मण्य देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you all for joining. So we'll continue our discussion. So last week we ended with third. Hare Krishna, who is online, you are able to see my screen. We are discussing the revision of third chapter.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Saundarya Mataji, I am making you a co-host. In case somebody is speaking, just please mute them.
Okay,
They
Prabhuji.
are disturbing. Yeah. So, the third chapter last week, we concluded. And fortunately, I was in Vrindavan. We had an amazing darshan. We'll talk about it. So, Arjuna is asking, Krishna, what is forcing people to do mistakes repeatedly? Even though we know it is a mistake, we should not do it. Our conscience is sometimes saying, don't do it. Huh? Sound is less. This is good. Okay. Our conscience is saying, don't do it. Yet we keep doing it. What is that one which is forcing people? Then Krishna is answering, that is lust, kama, korika. Krishna is saying, that is the biggest problem for all of us. And where does the lust sit? Krishna gave three places. Senses, indriya, mind, manasu, intelligence, buddhi. At three levels it can attack us, not only at one level. Senses, we all know that it will attack us. Anything we see, we are tempted, our mind goes in that direction. Mind, we know it's attracted because of so many years of attracting to that senses. Mind is again connected back. But even intelligence is getting connected with lust. We thought intelligence is at least pure. No, right now our intelligence is not pure. It is impure intelligence. So that's why even our intelligence is also getting attracted to lust. We have to sharpen our intelligence. That's a process. If we sharpen our intelligence to Nama Japa, Harikatha, over a period of time, intelligence becomes pure. Then we get pure thoughts. Then we get pure discriminatory power. Otherwise, right now, mind and intelligence both are very weak. So what Krishna is telling is, how do you control this lust? Krishna said it's not easy. But he said you need to control this lust by regulating the senses. అంటే ఇంద్రియాన్ని నిగ్రహించొద్దు, కంట్రోల్ దెమ్. ఒక పద్ధతిలో పెట్టమంటాడు. కృష్ణ is saying, don't push them down. If you push them down, what will happen? They come back with double power. They come back with double power and put us in a difficult situation. So Krishna is telling, don't suppress them. You divert them in the proper way. Our mind, our eyes always wanted to see beautiful things. So Krishna is saying, divert them towards seeing Krishna. Our ear always want to hear something. You can't say, don't hear anything. Ear's nature is to hear. So, make ear hear Harikatha. Harikatha vinto alavatu cheyandi chevuliki. Right? Like that Krishna is telling, engage our senses. That is the best way we can make progress towards the bhakti. And Krishna also explained that the soul is highest. Of course, in second chapter, Krishna is explaining great level of detail. But here he is saying, body is matter. Any day it will get destroyed. Above the body is senses, indriya. Above the senses is mind. Above the mind is intelligence, which is the one which is supposed to control the mind. Mind and control చేసేది intelligence. If it is good, driver బాగుంటే బండి బాగా నడుస్తుంది. Driver బాగపోతే vehicle will go zigzag. If the intelligence is good, vehicle is good. And the last one is telling soul is higher than all of them. And Krishna is also saying, actually the soul is pure. But when it comes to matter, it gets contaminated. Like rainwater. We always discuss this example. Rainwater drop is very pure. If the drops fall in mud water, what will happen? It will also lose its quality of purity and it will become one with that muddy water. If the rainwater drops into nice clean lake, it is retaining its identity as a clean drop of water. But if that is falling in the drainage, can you identify that one pure drop from the drainage separately? No, it is impossible. It is getting mixed up. Like that, a pure soul today, because of generations after generation, so many births we are associating with this matter. So that's why it is also behaving like as if it is not a soul, as if it's lost its identity. So Krishna is telling, please understand. I know there is a Sanskrit sentences or Telugu big words. ఈ మనసు నేను కాదు, ఈ ఇంద్రియాలు నేను కాదు, ఈ బుద్ధి నేను కాదు, ఈ శరీరం నేను కాదు. People saying, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this intelligence, I am not this senses. Have you heard this statement before? We are not any of these four, but it is very difficult to understand. You might have heard from the Shankaracharya philosophy. I am not this body. We all read in 2nd chapter. I am not this mind. Mind and I are different. Will you agree with me, at least theoretically? Manasu veru, nenu veru. I am different from my mind. We think that mind and me are one and the same. We think this body and me are one and the same. The fundamental thing in the Krishna conscious, fundamental thing about Shastras, fundamental thing about spirituality is Krishna is trying to tell you, you are different from your body. You are different from your mind. You are different from your senses. You are different from your intelligence. People keep saying, no. Let's say, for example, if we get angry, we should be in a position to understand, I got angry. You understood? When we get angry, we are in that anger mood, we talk nonsense, we do everything. But if we are able to understand like a third person, I got angry, naku kopam vachindi. If you are able to see yourself like a third person, sadhana starts in that direction. Prabhuji's Matajis are able to understand. You have to see yourself like a third person. Naku kopam vachindi ani meer chodagalagite, ante appudu you can start controlling it. If you don't see yourselves like a third person sometimes, you cannot control anything. Your mind, my mind is thinking like this. Why is my mind nonsense thinking this nonsense? If you are able to see like that, you can control your mind. Otherwise, who are you? I am my mind. Whatever my mind is saying, that is me. If you just keep saying that whatever my mind is me, then you cannot control it. So we need to practice. This is what sadhana. That's why sadhana is a lifelong practice. Today evening, Leelang Prabhu asked me to speak about sadhana in Bhakti Center. So I have to talk about sadhana, more points on this one today. If any one of you are coming, we'll discuss more on sadhana. Right. So, with steady mind, and by deliberate spiritual intelligence and strength, you can conquer the lust. So how do you conquer the lust? It is not easy. First, by deliberate mind. Deliberate mind ante conscious effort. Nenu ee kama unna korikani nenu tagginchukovali. It is important for me to cut down my intense desires for lust. That's the first thing. Then spiritual intelligence and spiritual strength. What is spiritual intelligence? Knowledge coming from Shastras. Shastras are telling. What is spiritual strength? Ajyatmika Shakti. What is spiritual strength? Depending on Krishna. The strength we receive by doing the spiritual sadhana. How many of you go to gym? Shankar Prabhu, I think Karthik Prabhu goes to gym. I see he's nice. Okay. So Prabhu, did you get this calf, all these muscles before going to the gym? Oh, he's born like this, huh? Okay, I didn't know. Mataji, can you share his picture when he is born with these bumps on his hand? So, before you go to gym, these don't get built. They look like very soft, like this. But once you go to the gym, these muscles and all get built, become very strong, right? In a similar way, by spiritual sadhana, we'll get spiritual strength. By repeated chanting. కొన్ని సంవత్సరాల పాటు ఎవ్రీ డే వీఆర్ చాంటింగ్ హరే కృష్ణ మహాజపం, ఎవ్రీ డే 1 hour వీఆర్ హియరింగ్ భాగవతం భగవద్గీత, రైట్? వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్ స్పిరిచువాలిటీ, ట్రైంగ్ టు కంట్రోల్ అవర్ డిజైర్స్, ట్రైంగ్ టు కంట్రోల్ అవర్ యాంగర్, trying to control our senses, serving Krishna, serving Vaishnavas. All these positive things, if we do it repeatedly for some time, we get something called spiritual strength. Like how you get this strength? After some time, you get spiritual strength. With that spiritual strength, you will be able to develop a discriminatory power. What is right, what is wrong. And we will be able to apply that strength at the time of the need. See, right now I'm not angry. It's very easy to say, anger is not good, Andy. It is not good. Anger is not good. It is easy to say, but it's very difficult to control anger when we are in a provoking situation. అంతేనండి. ఆ కోపం వచ్చే సమయంలో మనం నిగ్రహంగా can we stay back? If you don't see anything beautiful, you can just say Sanskrit words. This is all. ఈ సంసారమంతా అనిత్యమండి. We can say all this language, but you see the beautiful word, beautiful, let's say a beautiful woman you see, who's dressed so beautifully. Can you still stop controlling seeing her? Is your mind not provoked? That comes from spiritual practice. Nothing comes easy in life. In English, they say there's no free lunch. There's no free lunch, as they say. You say there's a free lunch in temples? Some office. But that's also, but that's because you're working, they're giving free lunch. For example, in your office, they give free lunch. If I walk in, will they feed me? Huh? Huh? Okay, good. That's fine. If I'm not your friend, if I come to office, will they feed me? Security will kick me out. Security will kick me out. My own office, I was executive vice president in one company. Today, if I go, I have to stand outside. The same security guard who was doing every day, morning, afternoon, evening to me and asking me, sir, you want coffee, you want tea? Now, if I go there, slip. I have to write there, visitor register, why did you come? Then he'll make me sit there. Can I walk into my cabin? The cabin which I used to walk in even in midnight, anytime Saturday, Sunday, can I walk in now? I write in the register, wait, and I say, I came to meet my person. Let's say I left and one more successor was in my company. Now I have to find out his available time and then go wait in the queue. Then only I can see. This is life. So, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's, Mataji's. Actually, to be honest with you, we can stop our Bhagavad Gita classes after this, if you ask me. This is enough for this life. We can meet after 2 years after practicing this and continue from 4th chapter. Should we do that? Because this itself is an ocean. అంతే కదండి. మనస్సుని నిగ్రహించుకోవాలి, కోరికల్ని కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోవాలి, స్పిరిచువల్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ పెంచుకోవాలి. ఈ మనస్సు నేను కాదని అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి, ఈ శరీరం నేను కాదని అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. To inculcate this, put this into mind, it will take few years. That's why sadhana is a lifelong practice. If anybody says sadhana is like this, is a fool. Some people go to this Vipassana, 7 days course and all like that one. I can't do that one. The most difficult thing in Vipassana is 7 days you cannot speak. And the another difficult thing is you cannot look at your mobile. We'll die. Nowadays, without oxygen also we can survive. But without mobile, we cannot survive. Am I correct?
Prabhuji, I did 10 days Vipassana course.
You did 10 days, Prabhu?
In this Dallas.
In Dallas, you did. Hare Krishna. In Europe, a few of my friends went. They also encouraged me to go. I said, the most difficult thing is Indians cannot keep quiet for 7 days. I said, I cannot do that one. So, there are so many gurus, artificial gurus, and everybody keeps saying that one, no? You just come here and practice 3 days, you will be able to achieve everything and all. It is. Maybe you will try to practice to understand that, but it is impossible to achieve that in 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, 10 days. It might take a lifetime. For some of you, it might be just a few months, you never know, because You might be practicing in your past life. Now you are connecting now. Maybe within few months you can get to that stage. For someone like me, it might take 20 years, 30 years of a practice. So this is the most important conclusion of the third chapter. Arek, what is happening today? Something or there is. Huh? Loose connection. Man, జీవితమే loose connection. I think it artificial intelligence, it understood. AI is working. It understood and it stopped. See, our life is also like that. It is a loose connection with Krishna. So we think we are connected to Krishna, but most of the times the connection is loose. It is off. So we have to tighten. Perfection has still not come. So now we are entering into fourth chapter. It's another interesting chapter I like. There are very great slokas. Actually, today on one sloka we'll speak for 45 minutes. Right. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam Vivasvan Manave Praha Manurikshva Kavi Bravit Imam Vivasvate Yogam
Imam Vivasvate Yogam Ruktavanaham Avyayam
Manave Praha
Yasvanamanave Spraha Mana.
Anybody want to recite one more time? Prabhu, me pair much well. Shankar Ravar, you recite very well. Thank you. Please. Please prepare. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham Avyayam Privasvan Manave Praha Manurikshva Kavi Bravit Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. You remember in second chapter we heard this sentence Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. We discussed for 1.5 hours. Who is Bhagavan? Huh? Right. So I'm not going there again. We all know who is Bhagavan. So Krishna is telling, I instructed this knowledge. Prabhu, please remind, no, it's okay. Please remind me, in my car we have, in the back. You just press this button. In the back it is there. And again close it. It's only one thing. Otherwise we'll forget. My wife cooked in the morning. So if I forget, it's going to be very difficult after I go home. So the personality of God, it's Lord Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivaswan. And Vivaswan instructed it to Manu. And Manu instructed it to Ikshva. So this one sloka is telling how old is Bhagavad Gita. How old is Bhagavad Gita? As per your knowledge, how old is Bhagavad Gita? 5,000 years. This is what we were thinking, because Kali Yuga started 5,000 years ago, and Krishna said almost at the Mahabharata war, at the end Krishna said, so we think it is only 5,000 years. This sloka is giving us an answer that Bhagavad Gita is lakhs and lakhs of years old. Elaga, Ardhan Cheskundam. Krishna said, I have given this knowledge to Vivaswan. Vivaswan and Tevaru is the sun god. I told you before that all these devatas are positions, like MLA, MP, like for example, roads and transport minister, everything is positions. The minister who is there after 5 years, he may not be in the same position. If the new government comes, minister changes. Like that, every day of Brahma, all the ministers change. Thank you, Prabhu. So, the current position, sun god, Surya planet is occupied by a person called Vivaswan. That is his name, Vivaswan. And Vivaswan instructed it to Manu. Manu, who is Manu? Manu ante avaru? Manuvulu. We will discuss that after half an hour. We'll discuss at great level of detail a lot about who is Manus and how many Manus are there, what is the day of Brahma, all that we'll discuss. Then Manu instructed to Ikshvaku. Who is Ikshvaku? Ikshvaku Kula Tilaka. Who is Ikshvaku? He is the first foremost king in the Raghuvamsha in Rama. Where is Rama? In which yuga? Treta Yuga. So Krishna said, Hare Krishna, Lakshmi Mata. So Krishna said, I have already instructed it to my last person who learned was Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku was in Treta Yuga. Treta Yuga, and is he the last king? He is the first king in the Raghuvamsha. Rama's father kind of thing. That means how long it is this one? Lakhs of years old. Kali Yuga is 4,32,000. Dwapar Yuga is double. Add 432. 8,64,000. Treta Yuga is another add 864. 1,292. So that means at least Gita is 12,92,000 years old. That is, if we consider only Ikshvaku. But Krishna is telling Ikshvaku before, he has given it to Manu. When the Manu new starts, Manvantare, Kaliyuge, Pradamapade, Jambu Dvipe, Bharatakshe, Bharatakande, Mero, Dakshina Dikbhage, Manvantare. So, before that one, Krishna is talking about, he has given it to Manu, and even before Manu, he has given it to Vivaswan. That means lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of years old. Gita is not 5,000 years old. It is an age-old Shastra. Some fools who do not know talk nonsense and say Gita is just come like this. Or Gita is written by somebody and all. It is lakhs of years old. Is our respect for this Gita goes up after hearing this sloka? It should. Our respect for Gita should go up 100 times after hearing that this knowledge is coming directly from Bhagavan, lakhs of years old. And how fortunate are we sitting here and understanding this Gita? Right. Sun is considered as the king of all planets. And the current name is Vivaswan. And Sun is controlling all planets. Any planets ki in charge Sun God. By supplying heat and light. He is supplying heat and light to all the planets. He is rotating under the order of Krishna. And Krishna originally made Vivaswan his first disciple to understand the science of Bhagavad Gita. So, the Gita is the standard book of knowledge coming down from time immemorial. Next, so basically it says that Gita is at least 120 million years old. At least 120 million. We will get into the discussion a little more later. Right now, I'm not getting into that maths. How many of you are good in maths? No. Raise hand properly. Why hesitate? You are good in maths? Okay. We'll test. We'll test. After 15 minutes, we'll check whether you are good in maths or whether you get checker. If anybody gets checker, please drink some water. Right. Krishna. Again, my loose connection with Krishna. Vedic instructions are accepted as they are without human interpretation. So the Gita must be accepted without any human interpretation. That's why we discussed several times, don't read other Gitas. Initially, in the first class, if I said this one, you might be thinking, this person is very possessive about his own Gita. That's what people will think. Entandi ISKCON వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడు ఆయన గీత చదవమంటారు, వేరే గీత చదవద్దంటారు, అంటే వేరేవన్నీ తప్ప. It is not being possessive. Prabhujis and Matajis, other Gitas have lot of human interpretation. People have written Gita the way they want. Even some atheists have written commentaries on Gita. And Jiddu Krishnamurti, the people who have different kinds of understanding of the philosophy. Osho, you know Osho? Rajneesh, he has his own Gita. And you listen to some of his lectures. Dr. Sarvapal Radhakrishnan. At least that was a little better. Osho's Gita is like crazy. Because I heard sometimes recently somebody forwarded me a message and I was listening. He was just telling, there is no presence of God. Something like that he was talking. And he has made his own commentary. And there are some people who has written Gita in such a way saying that Krishna is not actually a person. అసలు భగవంతుడికి రూపమే లేదు, నామమే లేదు. There is no form to God. God is like a piece of mud lump. Like that they have written. Such people also have written commentaries on Gita. So Prabhupada says, please read Gita if anybody has explained Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If anybody has explained Krishna as a form, Krishna has one name, Krishna has one form, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Some people interpret that Bhagavan as whatever they want. One old man in Kurnool district only, he has interpreted I am Bhagavan. He left his body now 10 years back. Kurnool district, Anantapur district. One old man, Anantapur district. He interpreted that I am Bhagavan. Nene Bhagavantundi. He publicly said to people that I am Bhagavan. Finally, he left his body in an ICU. How can Krishna leave his body in an ICU? If he is Bhagavan, he can control everything, right? He should be able to control death also. How can God will have a normal death in an ICU? Anyway, my interest is not to pinpoint all the people. My interest is to understand for us, just people are interpreting, I am Bhagavan. Whoever says I am Bhagavan, immediately, he is not God, he is the reverse. If anybody says I am God, it is exactly reverse. What is the reverse of God? Devotee. Right. You understood how old is Gita now? We will discuss more. Next one. It's again connecting to this one only. How to read Gita? Whom to follow? Prabhuji, whom should I follow? There is so much going on in this market. Whom should follow? Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yoga nashta parantapa evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yoga nashta parantapa. Who is Parantapa here? Parantapa is Arjuna, right? Okay. Manya, you raise the hand. Okay. The supreme science.
No, Tataya.
Okay, Nana. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplinic succession, and the saintly kings understood it that way. But in the course of time, the succession was broken. Therefore, the science as it is appears to be lost. What Krishna was telling is, he has given the knowledge first to Vivaswan. Then Vivaswan has given to Manu, the current Manu. Then Manu has given it to Ikshvaku. After some time, it appeared as broken. What does appeared as broken means? People are not following. Antegani, Shastram poindani kada. People are not following. So Krishna said, Arjuna, I am telling you again that knowledge which I have told before. I have already said before to Vivaswan lakhs and lakhs of years ago, but nowadays people are not following. That's why I am telling you again now. And Krishna is telling, how do you get that knowledge? Evam parampara praptam. Paramparalone Bhagavantudi మనం సరిగ్గా అర్థం చేసుకోగలుగుతాము. Krishna is repeatedly telling, you can understand this only in a parampara. What is a parampara? It's a lineage. Guru, Sishya, Guru, Sishya, Guru, Sishya. That whole cycle continuing, that is called parampara. It's called parampara. That means Guru is giving the knowledge to Sishya, Sishya is giving the knowledge to his Sishya. Allah continue with it. So, don't learn this knowledge from Aira Gaira person. Some road-side person says, I am teaching Bhagavad Gita from tomorrow, don't go. Why are we looking at this Bhagavad Gita as it is? Two reasons. This Bhagavad Gita as it is representing the knowledge of Krishna. Bhagavantudu మనకి ఎలా చెప్పదలుచుకున్నాడో అలాగే ఈ knowledge మనకు వచ్చింది. Second, it is come through parampara. Krishna has given this knowledge to Brahma. Brahma has given this knowledge to Narada. Narada has given it to Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa has given it like that. It is continuing to latest to Bhakti Srila Prabhupada, who is our Guru. Srila Prabhupada has received it from his Guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura has received from his Guru. Who is his Guru? Gaura Kishore Das Babaji. Gaura Kishore Das Babaji has received from Bhakti Vinoda Thakura. Bhakti Vinoda Thakura has received it from Jagannatha Dasa Babaji. Like that, there is a lineage of Gurus. You see their Guru Parampara, 5 pictures you generally see. It is all coming in a disciplinic succession. So this knowledge is coming there. That's why you are sitting in this session. Because this is coming from the Adareshta Guru. Not some Aira Gaira person, not my own thoughts. It's not that I was having 6 months time and interpreted Bhagavad Gita and say I'm now giving classes. No. Because I'm teaching from that knowledge. Right? Now, it is clearly stated that the Gita was especially meant for the saintly kings because they were to execute its purpose in ruling over the citizens. Earlier, what was one of the important responsibility of Kshatriyas? Protection of people and protection of dharma. Those are the two important. That's why kings used to construct big temples. They were establishing pitas. They were taking care of brahmanas. They were ensuring that all this knowledge is continuing. They were making sure that the scripts were written on the ragi plates. They were giving free money to so many brahmanas who are focusing on reading Vedas. ఇదివరకు బ్రాహ్మణులకు బోళ్ళ అగ్రహారాలు ఇవన్నీ ఇచ్చేవారు. Why were they giving? Because they were doing good, most important thing, taking care of the dharma, taking care of the scriptures. And now we have the soft copy of everything in our mobile also. At that time, to have Bhagavatam 18,000 slokas means somebody was writing their entire life and he dies, his son takes it and writes again entire 18,000 slokas in another paper. Earlier, Tadapatra Granthas, no? They used to die, get dried and faded after some time. Ragireklu వచ్చే ముందు వరకు తాళపత్ర గ్రంథాలు. So, some generations were just focusing on writing. And kings were making sure that that is happening. Because without protecting dharma, you cannot protect people alone. Kings were taking care of that. So, as soon as the original purpose, it's very important to read. Bhagavad Gita was never meant for demoniac people. Rakshashul lanti vaadu, Rakshashul manastatvam unnavaadu, Bhagavad Gita is not for them. Bhagavad Gita is only for devotees, bhaktulu. If somebody takes this Bhagavad Gita and changes the matter in their own way, it is considered as demoniac interpretation. Rakshashulaga వాళ్ళకి నచ్చినట్టు వాళ్ళు ప్రవృత్తి లాగా చేసినట్టు Krishna is telling. As soon as original purpose is scattered by the motives of commentators, there is a need to re-establish the disciplinic succession. People have interpreted Bhagavad Gita wrong way for hundreds of years. So Krishna is coming himself and saying, Arey, I did not say like this. You have interpreted like this. I am coming again and telling you. You remember this game Chinese Whisper? Did you all play in the childhood? మనం ఒకటి చెవులో చెప్తాం. They tell to the other person. They tell to the other person. By the time the 10th person comes, you said something. That person says something nonsense. It is so funny. అసలు నేను ఏం చెప్పాను అది ఏమి. So that Chinese Whisper అంటారు a game. In our childhood, our Bhagavad Gita happened like that. Krishna said something. Finally, the 10th person is saying, Krishna said, don't do any bhakti, just do your work, that's enough. One person.
Now also people quote something,
Yes.
and the statement says it's Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
No reference.
No reference. There was one guy, my colleague in my office. He picked up in some lunchtime discussion. Krishna never said, go to temple, sit down and chant, read books, all these things. Krishna just said, do your duty sincerely. Work hard. 20 hours a day. Work hard. Do your work sincerely. I said, Dorikevara Baba. We had 1.5 hour conversation. We were standing near a chai place and we had 1.5 hour conversation. He was not leaving, I was not leaving. Finally, I decided to stop because Krishna said, don't argue with fools. After some time, I stopped because he was not ready to. He was just saying 20 hours of working non-stop is what Krishna said. That is his interpretation. So finally, I told him, okay, at least work sincerely. Don't cheat anybody. Work sincerely, fine. One day you will understand Gita. So people have different interpretations of what they want. No, Krishna never said work 24 hours a day sincerely. Krishna said balance your time. Have some time for sadhana. Have some time for your own self-bhakti. That's what Krishna said. So Gita appeared to be lost 5,000 years ago. That is why Krishna has come again to explain this to Arjuna. There are innumerable interpretations, but all of them do not accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, although they make a good business on the words of Krishna, the spirit is demoniac. We just discussed, right, that many Gitas don't tell Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna Bhagavantudu and Chapadu. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, that word is interpreted by people in different way. That some people say Bhagavan is Lord Shiva. Some people say Bhagavan is Durga Devi. Some people say Bhagavan is Murugan. Some people say Bhagavan is Pillayar, Ganapati. Some people say Bhagavan is myself. If they don't find anybody, they'll say I am Bhagavan. So, but who is Bhagavan? Vedas are saying who is Bhagavan? Sarvakarana Karana. So we need to understand that one. So we cannot interpret the Gita the way they want. There are some people who argue, why are you giving one name to Bhagavan? Actually, Bhagavan is unknown. There is nobody, no person. Why are you interpreting that Bhagavan as Krishna? Why are you interpreting that Bhagavan as Rama? There are some people who argue. That's why Hinduism has so much of confusion, khichdi, mixed vegetable sabji. So many people interpret the way they want and they fight. Other religions, at least they have one will. Whether that is right or wrong, at least they are sticking to that one book and no fights. We have, yeah, we have so much of democracy. You say I'm atheist, still Hinduism accepts even though you are an atheist. Charvaka philosophy is accepted. What is Charvaka philosophy? Huh? That is Charvak philosophy. Enjoy your life. Mingam etukuledu meesalaku sampinganu unnaya. Chennappudu vinnam manam. That is what Charvak philosophy is there. Charvak philosophy is enjoy life. Always eat ghee. 365 days. Beg, borrow or steal. Jindagi na milegi. Dobara.
Prabhupada said, at least he said to eat ghee. Even Indian atheists, so he said at least to eat.
At least health will be good by eating ghee. It will. He did not say eat dalda. So that's what he said.
He said to eat meat.
Yeah, that is true. So now evam parampara praptam. We said that one only by parampara. And we understood parampara is Guru Sishya parampara. Now what is adareshta parampara? There are so many, we discussed this before, but I'm repeating it for the sake of information for some of the newcomers. There are 4 types of sampradayas, especially 4 sampradayas. And all of them have started from Krishna. One sampradaya from Krishna to Brahma. Another sampradaya from Krishna through Lakshmi Devi. Third sampradaya from Krishna through Lord Shiva. Fourth sampradaya from Krishna through the 4 Kumaras. Sanaka, Sanandana Kumaras. So, the lineage coming from Krishna to Brahma is called Brahma Sampradaya. The lineage coming from Krishna through Lakshmi is called Sri Sampradayam. The lineage coming from Krishna through Lord Shiva is Rudra Sampradaya. And the 4th one coming through from Krishna to Kumara is Kumara Sampradaya. These are the 4 Sampradayas. Today you feel people should get ideally connected. These are the 4 Adareshta Sampradayas. No 5th, no 6th. Okay? Now who are the important Acharyas? This lineage is continuing from Krishna through Lakshmi, even now it is continuing. From Krishna through Lord Shiva, this is also continuing even now. Let us try to understand who are the important Acharyas in all these 4 Sampradayas. In Brahma Sampradaya, the important Acharya is recent important Acharya is Madhvacharya. How many have been to Udupi? Okay. Did you get a chance to go and see Madhvacharya's birthplace? Next time you go to Udupi, Prajaka, nearby, Madhvacharya's birthplace is there. Please go and see. And the important Acharya in the Lakshmi Sampradaya is Ramanujacharya. How many of you went to the Statue of Equality? Is there anybody who did not go? Immediately after this class, please go. It is just 35 kilometers from here. Immediately after having breakfast, take your bike, car, go and see. Huh? Puja happening there this week. Ramanuja Sampradaya. And the Rudra Sampradaya, one of the important foremost Acharya is Vishnu Swami. And in the four Kumaras is Nimbarkacharya. These are the four core Vaishnava Sampradayas. You can follow any of these Sampradayas. Then you are not missing the point. You understood? If you want to join your school children, you join them in CBSE, ICSE, Cambridge, or IB. I start a new syllabus called ABCD syllabus. Will you join your kids in my school? Fees is only 500 rupees per month. Will you join your children? Fees is only 500, including transportation free, lunch free. Inka doubt vastundi. You will not join your children because it's ABCD syllabus, something nonsense syllabus. So that means like just to join your children in body LKG, LKG what do they teach? 1 + 1 is equal to 2, A for apple, B for ball. Our parents do so much research in all the schools. We even study the teacher. If necessary, we do the MRI report of the teacher also. We study everything for board LKG, 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Inta chesi, we try to put our children in one school. Antena Mataji baga nautunar. We put up. Now, when we are trying to learn Bhagavad Gita, do we think anything? Which Sampradaya, who has written this book? Is this book correct or not? We don't think. We just buy whatever book we want and read. Recently, I have seen one books printed by other religions. They are printing Hindu books and distributing free. In that books, there are so many sentences which are wrong because they wanted to distort our knowledge. So if they directly give you a Bible or Quran, none of us will take and read. So they are giving Gita, modified Gita, and printing it and giving it freely. And if you read that Gita, a lot of people think, "Are free ga vachindi kada konukunnam." If somebody gives you free pani puri, so they are making it like free Gita. So people are taking. I have also, once I was on the road somewhere traveling, somebody was giving this book. I didn't take. They said they pushed me, but I just took it. I wanted to see what is happening. I read a few pages. I understood Krishna. This is a silent attack on Sanatana Dharma. Silent attack. You read first 10 pages. So there's so many different kinds of things happening. So this is what. So we follow the authorized sampradaya. Mana follow aitene, we get the right knowledge. Now you will ask me the question. Prabhuji, you are sitting here and talking, which sampradaya you are representing? Ever adagaleda inka? So we are in the column 1. We are in this one. We are following the Madhvacharya. In the lineage of Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come 500 years ago in the Gauda Desha, which is West Bengal. That's why it's called Gaudiya Sampradaya. And this Gaudiya Sampradaya is under the lineage of Madhvacharya. That's why it's called Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. And we are directly under Brahma. That's why it's called Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. If anybody asks you, you are going on every Sunday morning Bhagavad Gita classes, what are you doing? From which parampara you are learning? You need to say Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నేను నేర్చుకుంటున్నానంటే గీత. I am not learning Gita from Aira Gaira person. I am learning this one. If I speak anything wrong, I have senior devotee Raghunandan Prabhu sitting there. Immediately he'll slap me. Prabhu, what nonsense are you talking? This is not what Prabhupada said. You don't have any right to sit here and give nonsense, he'll say. Because parampara ensures that proper knowledge is given. Prabhu, you have right to slap me anytime I speak wrong. Seriously, Prabhu. No, you have right to slap me. Anytime I speak something wrong, you have right to slap me. So, these are the four sampradayas. Why Ramanujacharya got the name Statue of Equality? How many of you know? Anybody knows why is Ramanuja, that statue is called Statue of Equality?
We allowed all people to.
Andara Samanam. When his guru gave him mantra Om Namo Narayanaya. He said, if you do this mantra, you will go to Vaikuntha. But he said this mantra cannot be recited outside. He says, what will happen if I recite outside? He said, others will get punya and you will get naraka. Then he thought, if one person going to narak is okay, if 10,000 people can go to Vaikuntha is good. So he stood up on the temple and he read out Om Namo Narayanaya very loudly. So that all people will get Vaikuntha. One person going to hell is okay. He gave the opportunity to everybody. He felt that everybody should be given an opportunity to connect to Krishna. Everybody should be allowed. That's why he's called, he has promoted equality. That's why that place is called Statue of Equality. If somebody asks you, please tell, I am waiting one day that Hyderabad means Charminar symbol should be removed and Statue of Equality should be there. One day, I don't know when it will happen. At least in my office, I did in my last office, when we created India Delivery Center, I was given an opportunity to do my own India website. Then I removed Charminar and I put their Statue of Equality there. I left that company, but that website is still continuing. I'm happy. So at least maybe after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, in Hyderabad means not Charminar. Hyderabad means Statue of Equality. That should happen.
Right side, you just see to be night.
Yes, night time you can see it beautifully, Ramanujacharya. Next. Sayeva Yam. Any questions on the parampara? 4 paramparas. Anybody has any questions? It is very important. Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We'll understand more about him next month because Gaura Purnima is coming. So we'll use one of the class to discuss in great detail about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At least this whole 2 hours we'll spend. Sanaka Kumara, Sanandana, 4 names I get, 5, forget, I will send you a message, Mataji. They are called 4 Kumaras, Nalagur Kumaras, Sanaka Sanandana, the Kumaras we call it. I'll give you the names of those 4 Kumaras. Those are the 4 Kumaras who are, actually, you know this, Brahma Manasa Putras. Actually, this whole story of fighting with Jai Vijaya fight happened with these 4 boys only. These 4 boys go to see Lord Vishnu and they stop him. Who are the people? Jai Vijaya stop. Then they curse. Sapam Bedtar. 7 lives of devotees or 3 lives of atheists, haters, enemies of God. So those 3 lives are Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and
Shishupala and
Chepunana.
Shishupala and
Dantavakra.
Dantavakra.
Perfect. Very good. My little friend answered. Shishupala and Dantavakra. So these are the 3 times they have taken birth. But in those 3 lives also they were hating Krishna. But they were good haters of Krishna. They were non-stop, they were thinking only about Krishna. Right. Lakshmi Mataji. Yeah, please ask.
These 4 sampradayas are general sampradayas. Now we can see, other than these 4 sampradayas, there are so many spiritual organizations there running.
Yeah.
So they will not get some gradual improvement as they're doing some.
Yes.
Some sampradaya is saying, don't eat them now.
Yeah.
And some like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Ravi Aravinda, they are not under sampradaya, but they are doing.
Yes.
spiritual activity.
See, you will also definitely get some progress there by following the rituals and dharmas and kind of things. But to achieve the highest platform, one of these four sampradayas can take you up to God. Can take you up to God, Goloka Vrindavana. See, there are other good sampradayas also today, they are available. But there are other wrong sampradayas are available today.
Spirituality actually, absolutely. Like so many organizations they are in
Yes.
philosophy
Yes.
and progressing.
Yes. And there are so many organizations started by a single individual today. There is one gentleman who has very long beard. And if you ask him, who is your guru? He says, I don't need a guru. If you ask him, what books you refer? I don't need to read any Shastras. He says, what we need to do with them? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Well, just one namaskaram, that's all we can do.
Paper they follow.
Just one namaskaram we can do, that's all. I don't want to get into any debate with any of these names. We just need to be careful. See, yes. There are some sampradayas which has more people than the whole population of India. It's like that.
Not Sampradaya, there are agoras. Feel that conquering the body itself is spirituality.
Yeah.
Like I can cut my hand and I can join it.
Correct.
Not spirituality, like conquering the body is spirituality or conquering the mind and the person is
See, Mataji, actually, there are so many paths Vedas are explaining about connecting to God. So some of these agoras and all, they are following this something called Vamachara. I mean, they follow very different kind of very strong practices. I mean, very tough kind of a practices, and they are not sattvic. They are basically tamasic kind of practices. So, self-torture, you are in -10 degrees without clothes, you are not eating for months together, and all kinds of very difficult practices they are following. Actually, Krishna is telling, just follow sattvic practices, that is enough to connect to God. You don't need to do that one. Okay, some people like that, that's fine. See, when you go to a restaurant and you take a menu card, morning breakfast only, there are 100 items in a breakfast in some restaurants. Why are 100 items? There could have been just a simple idli is enough, no? But people like different things. Somebody like idli, somebody like dosa. In dosa also, somebody like roast dosa, somebody like this, somebody like this. So many likes people have because we all come from different vasanas from so many lives. So that's why there are so many different type of practices and which suit your personality, which suit your interest also. For example, that natured person, if you give him Japamala and ask him to sit and do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he will do Sivatandavam there. He cannot sit and do Hare Krishna, Krishna. He cannot do because his nature is aggressive nature, do all kinds of things. So that's why Bhagavad Gita is telling you don't need to do all those things. Just to follow simple sattvic practice. Eat sattvic food, don't eat meat, take the names of the God, worship the deity of the God, offer flowers to the God, go to temple, serve the God. These are the most easiest thing. If I tell you, come tomorrow morning, remove all your clothes, put some vibhuti, and stand straight, put one leg like Hiranyakasipu, do the tapas. It's impossible for many of us. But some people, they like it. Hare Krishna, understand? Lakshmi Mataji, what's your question?
Does that come into any of the...
But this is a discussion we'll have, Mataji. Worship of Supreme Lord Krishna versus worship of Devatas. That's a topic we'll discuss slowly. It will come now and we'll discuss more in the 7th chapter in great level of detail. So today there are so many, as see, generally there are four paths in India in the theism. Bhakti Patlo, which is Vaishnava, Shaivism, Shakteyam, Ganapatyam. These are the four typical paths. Worshipping Vishnu is called Vaishnavas. Worshipping Lord Shiva, they are all Shaivas. Then worshipping Amavar is a Shakti path. Then Ganapati, that's a Ganapatyam. These are the four typical paths we see generally, and there are many other things actually. In Shakti, there are again thousands of. Some follow the Sattvic Rupa of Amavar, Sattvika. Lalita Rupa, Lalita Para Bhattarika is a Sattvic form. Some people follow the Again, the most gory forms like Pratyangira Devi, Chinnamasta, Kali, those are all very ghostly worships some people follow. Like that, everything they have so many sects and subsects and kind of things. But one thing, very simple point, why are you worshipping? It goes back to the moolam. నువ్వు భక్తి ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నావు? You are following Chinnamasta, or you are following Prachangira Devi, or you are following Murugan, or you are following Ganapati, or you are following Dattatreya Sampradaya, you are following somebody else. Why are you doing all that one? కోరికలు తీర్చుకోవటం కోసం. We are doing all that to fulfill our desires. We are doing all that to fulfill our desires. But Krishna's worship is considered as going beyond desires. Highest path. That's why it is called the highest path. Right? Understood, Mataji? So different paths are there. So there is a difference between Bhagavan and Devatas. We'll just discuss that for 2 minutes like this here and we'll leave it. There is a difference between worshipping Bhagavan and there is a difference between worshipping Devatas. Devatas and Bhagavan are not one and the same. Devatas are Devatas, Bhagavan is Bhagavan. That's what let us understand for now. Nicely. Sa eva yamayate dhya yoga prokta puratana pattosi me sakacheti rahasyam hi taduttamam sa eva yamayate dhya yoga prokta puratana bhaktosti me sakacheti rahasyam hi edaduttamam. So Krishna is telling last 2 lines are very important. Bhaktosi me sakacheti. Arjuna, you are my friend and you are non-envious of me. 2 qualities. You are my friend, nu na snehitudivi, neeku na meeda irsha ledu. That's why I am telling you this rahasyam hi eduttamam. Actually, this Shastra is rahasyam. Then why are you discussing in public? I should tell Bhagavad Gita in your ears. I should tell like this. But why are we discussing rahasyam in public? Any answers? Huh?
Because it's secret cannot be understood unless we come to work.
It is rahasyam from 2 points. What Prabhuji said is the deeper answer. You will understand it properly only if you are a devotee. That's why it's called rahasya. Non-devotees, even though you sit in Bhagavad Gita class, you won't understand. If somebody is an atheist, but he's still sitting here to know that one, what is this guy? What is this guy talking? Let me understand what is this. And with a challenging mode, somebody attends all the 40, 50 sessions. Or somebody is only coming for prasadam like me. Huh? Still, what Shankar Prabhu? Some coming with prasadam like me. Right? So, somebody is only coming for prasadam, somebody is coming with a challenging mode, somebody is just coming to inquire. Let me find out what is this, what is going on in these sessions. You will not understand Bhagavad Gita fully. Bhagavad Gita sampurnanga ardham kavalante manaki Krishna bhakti undali. We need to have love towards God, then only we'll understand Bhagavad Gita properly. Right. So, Arjuna accepts Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And any commentary on the Gita following in the footsteps of Arjuna is real devotional service to the cause of his great science. If you have love towards Krishna, you will understand Gita properly. The foremost thing is to develop love. It's sometimes chicken and egg situation. To develop love, you need to read the book. By reading the book, you develop love. Kodimunda. Scientists have proven that, no, finally. Scientists have concluded that.
That could be personal opinion of scientists.
Scientist, huh? They said first, it is the chicken first. Then only the egg has come. They have concluded that after some research. Of course, that is again debatable. Our scientist ka best path is, I don't have right exact example of that one. I read it before, I'm forgetting it. Somebody comes up with something and they are given a Nobel Prize. After 50 years, another person comes and challenges that one and comes with another sutra. He is also given Nobel Prize. Another 50 years, another person comes and says the person 1 and 2 both are wrong because they missed this minute point. I have done research and I have submitted my research. He is also given Nobel Prize. Or some big prize, Nobel Prize or something different, depends on all these things. You are challenging the previous one, you get Nobel Prize. You are speculating. One more person will come challenge what you concluded. He will also get the prize after 40 years. Next. Arjuna Uvacha Aparam Bhavato Janma Param Janma Vivasvata Katam Etad Vijaniyam Tvam Ado Proktavaniti Aparam Bhavato Janma Param Janma Vivasvata Katam Etad Vijaniyam Tvam Ado Proktavaniti. Arjuna is asking a very silly question. You said you have given this knowledge to Vivaswan. Vivaswan is lakhs of years old. Almost at the beginning of the creation you have instructed me. Actually, Vivaswan is more senior to you like Krishna. Krishna, you are only 125 years old. But Vivaswan is lakhs of years old. How is it possible? Arjuna is asking this silly question. A very interesting question. Interesting question. You are only 120. You and I are same age. నువ్వు నేను చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి కంచం మంచం ఒకటే. కలిసి పెరిగాం, కలిసి తిరిగాం, కలిసి చాయ్ తాగాం, కలిసి తిరిగాం. And you are saying that you have given this knowledge to somebody 1 lakh years before. How is it possible, Krishna? Why did Arjuna ask this question? Huh? He is asked this question for us because we are all super logical people. We are scientists. మనం ఏది దొరుకుద్దా పట్టుకొని కృష్ణుడి కింద పడేద్దామని చూస్తుంటాం. We all try to find out faults in everybody. Right? So, he has asked this question much before. My daughter once asked me, what is Krishna's date of birth? I couldn't answer. She asked me 10 years back. I said, Krishna doesn't have any date of birth. Huh? Of course, you can say Janmashtami. But which year? Acha, 5,125 years ago, that year. Yeah, maybe I'll give that answer today. Right. So, because we are all so used to bodily conscious, there is a birth date, there is a death date. See, if I suddenly say Krishna has no birth date, what nonsense are you talking? Everybody in this world has a birth rate. You are saying God doesn't have a birth rate. Then how is he born? Who is his mother? Who is his father? When did their marriage happen? Krishna was born in which hospital? Is it Fernandez Hospital? Huh? He was born. Who was the doctor? All these questions, if our children will ask, we should be able to give answers. So Arjuna asked this question on behalf of all of us. How Krishna remained the same supreme personality of Godhead, the eternal original person, is very difficult for ordinary people to understand. How is Krishna eternal? Krishna was there at my grandfather's time. Krishna was there in my grandfather's time. He was there in his grandfather's time. Lakhs of years ago he was there. Isoparishad says Krishna was there before creation. Krishna will be there after creation. Krishna was there before creation. Krishna will be there after creation. Correct? Who is there after creation? He Srishti motto live ayipoyaka, pralayanto Srishti anta velipoyaka, still who is there? Only Bhagavan is there. And before this whole prapancha started, who is there? Only Krishna was there. Krishna created Brahma. He has asked to do the Srishti. You understand? So, these are little difficult for us to understand, incomprehensible. మన మనస్సుకి అర్థం కాదు. Right. Next. Shri Bhagavan Bahuni me vyatitani Janmani tava charchuna Tani aham veda sarvani Natvam Vedta Parantapa Bahuni Me Viditani Janmani Tavacharjuna Tani Aham Veda Sarvani Natvam Vedta Parantapa. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, you and I have passed many births. I remember, you don't remember. That is the answer by Krishna. For us to understand, Krishna is there since time immemorial, eternal, Sanatana. Our Sanatana Dharma is called Sanatana because it doesn't have a start. It started when Krishna was there. When did Krishna start? I don't know. So when did our Dharma start? I don't know. Sanatana Dharma ante ఆద్యంతరహితం ఎప్పుడో స్టార్ట్ అయింది. భగవంతుడు ఎప్పుడున్నాడో అప్పటి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయింది సనాతన ధర్మం. So our Krishna is telling, there are so many births you and I passed. I remember everything. You don't remember. How many of you remember your past life? Do you know your future life? Is it at least guaranteed to be a human life? How many of you are chanting? So it is guaranteed that it will be a human life. Because you are chanting, at least guarantee Krishna will give a human life. Right? Otherwise, if you are not chanting, there is no guarantee, no bharosa. I can't sign on that guarantee card. But if you are chanting, I can sign on that guarantee card. Acharyas have said that one. Prabhupada has said at least you will be given human birth. So, Brahma Samhita 5.33. Please let us all recite. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam. Adhyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam Cha. Adhyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam Cha. Vedeshu Durlabham Atma Bhaktau. Vedeshu Durlabham Atma Bhaktau. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam. This is the explanation about Bhagavan. How many of you read Purusha Suktam? Anybody read Purusha Suktam? Okay. No, because Purusha Suktam also explains about very detailed way about Krishna, Vishnu, that one. Okay. Adyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam Cha. How many of you have somebody who is still living above 80 years, 90 years in your family? No. How old Prabhu మీకు తెలిసిన వాడు? Or your father? 98 years. Very nice. ఇక్కడే ఉంటారా? Hyderabad, here only. 98 years your mother. Was she looking the same as when you were 20? Was she looking the same when you were 30, 40? Changing kada? Then Krishna, if he's millions of years old by this time, how he should be? Bedridden, old, fragile, can't hear, can't do anything. Mana common sense prakaram, if somebody is 100-year-old, we can imagine, like Prabhuji's mother, 90-year-old. We can imagine. Old means slowly, bodily problems, aging, all these things will come, you can imagine. But if Krishna is millions of years old, how he should be? Navayavvanam cha. Sweet 16 has come from Lord Krishna. Sweet 16 has come from the word Lord Krishna. He is always beautiful. Navayavvanam cha. Understand? Even though millions of years have passed, Krishna is still sweet 16. Even after 1 more million years ago, he is still sweet 16. Custom kada accept cheyatam. Because in our mind, age means deterioration. Krishna doesn't need to use any skin products. Krishna doesn't need to use any anti-aging products. Especially Matajis are busy buying so many anti-aging projects. All my girls in my classmates, they are counting back the age after 50. They took a conscious call after 50. We all crossed 50. They all said now 49, 48. Every year now they are counting back. They don't want to increase after 50. So one of my classmates, she used to attend my classes before. She told me once, please don't, I said, she's my classmate. She said, please don't disclose that I am your classmate. Then all my friends will know I am also 53. She said, don't disclose. Then I said, she's my junior, 10 years junior in my college. 10 years junior in school is okay. Is there 10 years junior in college? Is it possible? But that's okay. Everybody's accepted. So she immediately called me after the class. Why did you announce that I am your classmate? Her biggest problem is her age is revealed. Right. So I worship the Supreme God, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Krishna, absolute, Advaitam, infallible, Bhagavantudiki patanam annade ledu, Anadim, without beginning, Ananta Rupam, Adyantarahitam, he has no start, no end. Although he has expanded into unlimited forms, he is still the same original. Krishna has become many forms, but he is still the original, the oldest, and the person always appearing ever youthful, Navayavanamcha. Such eternal, blissful, all-knowing forms are Lord usually not understood by the Vedic scholars. So, when Krishna said we have taken many births, what does Krishna's many births means? Krishnudu, Nenu, Anekasalu Puttanante, how to understand that one? Means many avatars. Many avatars. In the Treta Yuga, he was like Rama, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Nrsimha. So many avatars are there. Krishna has taken so many. That he is calling it as many births. Is Krishna really going through mother's womb, going through 9 months, struggling, coming out? No.
But here Arjuna is taking birth. For Krishna it is eternal. He
Yeah.
is taking birth.
Yes.
Not under the family.
Correct.
Not under the.
Yeah.
higher.
Actually, Arjuna is also pure devotee. Pure devotees also take birth from a point of view that they are also not going through karmic reactions. They come, actually there are 2 types of jivas. They are called conditioned souls and Nitya Muktas. Baddha Jivalu, Nitya Muktulu. We are all conditioned souls. We take birth again and again and again and again based on our karmic reactions. Either higher birth or lower birth. In higher planet or lower planet. Stock market laga, man jivata up and down nadustane untadi. But Nitya Muktas, they come here to take birth for a specific reason. They are not born to undergo karma. They don't have a bag of karma. Arjuna is one such kind of a devotee.
They will put under Maya and such kind of Maya.
But they may not remember all their past lives. They may not remember all their past lives.
They may be different form of.
Different form. Sometimes you might be in the animal form also. We never know. They are coming in a specific form for some purpose. Like that. But we are all conditioned jivas. We take birth again and again and again and again. And we don't even know how many lives we have taken. In every life we have been eating. In every life we are enjoying family life. In every life we are having children. In every life we had money. We had properties. We had gold. In every life we had all these things. At least every human life we had all these things. In every animal life we had food. Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam, Maidunamcha we had in every life. Right. Chapama.
As we see in pictures and video, is that form is different or same?
Actually, that form is described. It is described in the Vedas. But nowadays you are generating Krishna in AI. That is not described in Vedas. You can prompt AI the different way you want and you can generate Krishna's picture. If you say, I want Krishna as an 85-year-old man with a stick, it will generate a picture. So, but actually Vedas have explained how God looks like. What is his position? How does he look like? Barhi pichava chodam, barha pidam natavaravar, karnayo karnikaram, vipra prantam. I forgot that sloka. It explains about how Krishna looks like, his namali pincham, how his eyes looks like, how does his ears looks like, how does his hands look like, waist, how does it look like, chest, how does it look like. Everything is clearly, beautifully explained. That's why so many arts in the ISKCON, all these foreigners who are Prabhupada disciples, they were doing lots of chanting and imagining. They were able to visualize Krishna and they did that art, not like casually. So sometimes when somebody brings Krishna's picture and shows it to Prabhupada, he was not approving it. Says, no, Krishna doesn't look like that one. Go draw properly. So sometimes they used to chant 64 rounds, 128 rounds before drawing a picture to be able to have that kind of a consciousness so that they can draw Krishna's picture properly. Right. Before, I think we have not started today's topic. It's already 9 o'clock. Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanamishwaropi san prakritim swam adhishtaya sambhavami atmamayaya ajopi san avyayatma bhutanamishwaropi san prakritim swam adhishtaya sambhavami atmamayaya. Although I am unborn, my body never deteriorates. Although I am the Lord of all the living entities, my internal energy still appear in every millennium in my original form. Can you read in Telugu version, Mataji?
నేను పుట్టుక లేని వాడనైనాను నా దిక్కు ఏనాడు
Prabhu, Raghunandan Prabhu, that one is already offered at home. Others one you can offer, all other, only that one is already offered. Okay, so he's telling, Krishna is telling, I am unborn. How to understand this one? I am unborn. Puttuka leni vadanu. What does it mean? Unborn. Puttuka leni vadante? He is not like you and me. When father and mother comes together, then the semen and egg coming together, then a small bubble is formed. That slowly small bubble is becoming bigger and bigger, and small different parts of the body are coming. Suddenly one day Krishna sends Atma inside that one. Baby starts crying, baby starts moving, struggling for breathing, struggling to even come out. Krishna is not that kind of a unborn, means he is not being born as when male and female coming together. Every animal, insect, reptile, they are allowed. Stri Purusha Sangamam nunche everybody are born, whether it's a human, animal, reptile, insect, all of them are. Krishna is not born like that one. Whenever he wants, he will enter into any womb. It's his decision. He wants to enter into Devaki, he entered. Because they have prayed for him, Devaki, Vasudeva have prayed for him in the previous births, Neelanti Koduku Kavali. Neelanti, and is it possible? Is there anybody like Krishna? So he himself came. It is like that one. My body never deteriorates. His body will never become like old, hearing, deafness, eyesight gone, salt and pepper, after some time completely hair gone. Nothing. You are all younger than me. आपका भी चला गया. मैं तो बुढ़ा हूँ. अच्छा. मैं तो बुढ़ा हूँ. Right? So, it doesn't, for Krishna, no bodily changes. 125 years when Krishna at the Mahabharata time, 125 years, he had grandchildren. 16,108 wives into 3 children you take, or 10 children as per Shastra. 10 no? 10 into 16,108. I don't know what is math. How many children? 170,000 children Krishna had at the time of Mahabharata war. Harivansha. But how was he looking at? Navayavvanam. He was not looking like an old man with 170,000 grandchildren. Navayavvanam. And if you have observed Krishna's picture, Krishna, when he was born, he was like a baby. He was looking like a baby. Then he started walking. He started like falling over. Then slowly crawling. Then walking. Krishna also did all that one in front of our eyes. But Krishna is still Krishna. On the 6th day, he killed Potana. On the 6th day of the birth, he killed Potana. ఆన్ హిజ్ ఉత్తాన డే అంటే బోర్లా పడే రోజు. ఏ టైం అవుతుందమ్మా బోర్లా పడేది? ఎప్పటికి 3 నెలల 3rd month బోర్లా పడే రోజు. హీ కిక్డ్ శకటాసుర. జస్ట్ ఇలా అన్నాడు అంతే. శకటాసుర హెస్ బికమ్ 1000 pieces. You understand? 6th day he killed Putana, and Putana's body was 21 square kilometers. Can you imagine? 21 kilometers her body. 21 kilometers her body was there. It took more than 2 years to cut her body into small pieces and burn. 100 people were working for 2 years to cut her body and burn. 2 years it took. 21 kilometers body when she fell down. And 6th day boy has killed Putana. How is it possible? Whether he is 1 day or whether he is 125, Krishna is Krishna. Whether Krishna looks like little boy or whether Krishna looks like a matured man standing in front of Arjuna on the Mahabharata war, Krishna is Krishna. Are able to understand? Next. Why does Krishna descend? Now we are entering into the main topic. Can we talk a little more? Is that okay? It's 10 to 9. We can spend a little more time, right? Huh? Are you all hungry? Okay. Ajopisan avyaya. No, we did this one. No? Why does Krishna descend? 7 and 8. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata apyurthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata apyurthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. So Krishna is telling, whenever dharma falls down, I will appear. ఎప్పుడెప్పుడైతే ధర్మం పతనం చెందుతుందో అప్పుడప్పుడు నేను మళ్ళీ వస్తూ ఉంటాను. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్. Serial, no? Oh, B.R. Chopra? That serial. It used to come as the lead when we start the titles, no? It was very attracting serial, very good. That also that Ramayana, which came Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana and B.R. Chopra's Mahabharata. These two are very good. Nowadays we are not able to find that one. Recently somebody also has released Ramayana, no? Yoga Purusha. What is that? Adi Purusha. Adi Purusha. Very nice Ramayana. I am glad they shouldn't have taken. Next. Text 8. So what is one reason why Bhagavan is coming? When is he coming? What is the trigger? Whenever religion is under threat, he is coming. Now I will leave one question to you think. But already chala horrible ga undi kada bayట ఇప్పుడు. Why is he not appearing? But it's already horrible around. Dharma is already very weak. మరి ఎందుకు రావట్లేదు ఆయన? He said he is coming. Why is he not coming? Still tolerable. He has already appeared in a different form, in a different this one. But Krishna is still waiting for the final matured period. బాగా పండాక వస్తాడు. వచ్చి
before Kalki avatar is there any avatar will come?
No, only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Kali Yuga, in 432,000 years,
That was long time.
so much gap. Buddha has come recently. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. And Kalki avatar at 432,000, no? We are at 5,125 years now. Another 427,000 years are there.
So much Haribo.
I cannot understand. If 5,000 years it is like this,
Yes.
10,000 years what's going to happen? Forget about 10th, 420,000. How many of you seen the Kalki movie? Prabhas movie, Kalki movie. He has shown a little glimpse of the future. He has shown little glimpse of the future where there is no vegetation. You struggle for food. For one fruit you struggle. He has shown some background of Bhavishya Puranam Chubichada in the future. So next version of Kalki after Prabhas movie comes, again they will show some more things. So you can imagine like that. For one fruit you are killing each other. So going.
Individual will be affected in this. Suppose a devotee is in this Kali devotee. Will he get affected by this collective action?
He will pack his bags and go.
But
So Sapta Chiranjeevalu, he is one among them. He'll be always there. Hanuman, all these people will be always there. Parshurama. They will be there always looking at all of us and smiling. So, actually, this one trigger point, if 5,000 years, if it is like this, imagine how it is going to be after some time. So, what is the solution? Take this bag and pack your bags. Take this bag and pack your bags and empty the bag. 3 bags. Take this bag, empty the bag, pack your bags, and go to the Golok. That's it. That is the only solution. Pack your bags. That is the only solution. Otherwise, it's not easy. Next. Here one word, Srujami. Prabhupada is explaining. Srujami means Lord manifest as He is. Srujami cannot be used for any one of us. We are all born. Martya Deham Mandi. But Bhagavan, He is born as He is. Even though He is born from the Devaki, He is still Bhagavan. Even though He is like a little boy on the bed, He is still Bhagavan. Next. The trigger is, now, why, Indaka, when? Answer for the when is 7th. Now, why? Why does Krishna appear? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I just want to take 1 second to thank Anila Mataji, who is standing there. Every week, she is trying to prepare some prasadam. She has her own family challenges in the morning responsibilities, yet she prepares prasadam and he gives us. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So this is why Krishna appears. Krishna appears 3 reasons. What is the first reason? Paritranaya sadhunam. To protect the devotees. Second, vinashaya cha dushkrutam. Durmargulni samharichatanki. To remove all those bad people. Third, dharma samsthapanarthaya. To protect and establish the dharma. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Krishna is saying, I will come again and again and again. Nu vaddana nenu vasta. I will come again and again and again for these 3 reasons. Before reading Bhagavad Gita, I thought Krishna is coming. First reason is vinashaya cha duskrutam. But after reading Bhagavad Gita, I understood that first reason is paritranaya sadhuna. Krishna is coming primarily to protect his devotees. Vachadu kabatti side job laga he is also clearing something. So did Krishna come to protect Devaki or to kill Kamsa? Primary reason is he has come to please Devaki. He has anyway come side job, he has killed Kamsa. Primary reason is not to kill Kamsa. Manam andaru em anukuntam? Ravanasurudi champatanike Ramavataram vachindi anukuntam. That is the secondary reason. Primary reason is dharma. He came to establish dharma. He came to have so many beautiful relations with so many people. I don't know if I told this story. Ramudu was crossing the river. Did I tell the story? Guhudu. Rama was trying to cross the river. Guhudu kadandi తీసుకెళ్తాడు. గుహుడు తీసుకెళ్తుంటే చివర్లో ఆయనకి ఒక ఉంగరం ఇస్తాడు. ఇస్తుంటే ఆయన ఏమంటాడంటే మన ఇద్దరిది ఒకటే ఉద్యోగం, ఒకరికొకరు డబ్బులు ఇవ్వక్కర్లేదంటాడు. ఏంటంటే నా పని ఇక్కడి నుంచి అక్కడికి దాటిస్తాం, నీ పని ఈ సంసార సాగర్ నుంచి ఆ భవసాగరాన్ని దాటిస్తాం. ఇద్దరం పడవ నడుకుని వాళ్ళమే. సో నో సెటిల్మెంట్స్ బిట్వీన్ అస్. So, sorry, I said in Telugu, somebody who cannot understand. It is basically duty was to cross from this side to the other side. Whereas Rama's duty is to take all the living beings from this side to the other side. Bhavasagaram, that is so. So he said, you and I are boatmen only. So no need to take money. That's what Krishna. So Pavitrana is sadhana. Who is a sadhu? What is the definition of a sadhu? Somebody who is having saffron dress. Somebody who is having a long beard, huge hair.
Who is it? Krishna consciousness.
Perfect. Whoever is worshipping Krishna, whoever is in Krishna consciousness is called a sadhu. You and I also can be a sadhu if we take Krishna consciousness seriously. In Krishna Bhakti, if we take seriously, we are also sadhus. Understand? Sadhu, then Krishna will come to protect us also. If we are in difficulty, he will come to protect us also. He doesn't immediately take Garuda Vahanam and come to our parking lot and stop. Somehow or the other he'll come. He'll send somebody. He'll some devotee into our life. Something or the other he'll come and protect us. Or if he's not coming and we are still going through trouble, what does it mean? He wanted us to learn a lesson. If you are a devotee, Krishna will protect. But if he is not protecting, he wanted us to understand a lesson. So that's why he is waiting. You all have small children, Shravya Mataji, and when your children are given a maths, 12 plus 37, how much? They are struggling. Will you say immediately 49? You will allow them to struggle. Tapul Jester. They might put 48. Arre, Nana inkosar chudu. No, now they put 50. Arre. No, check again, once again. 14. Very good, Sabash. But will immediately tell 12 plus 37 is equal to 49 to your children? No. Why are you not telling? అంటే నీకు ప్రేమ లేదా? పిల్లలు కష్టపడుతుంటే చూస్తూ ఉన్నారు, మీది రాతి హృదయమా? అంత కష్టపడుతుంటే మీరు ఎలా చూస్తూ ఉన్నారు పిల్లల్ని? మీది రాతి హృదయం అంటే మీరు ఏమంటారు? ప్రభుజీ, నాది కాదు రాతి హృదయం, మీది రాతి హృదయం అని అర్థం చేసుకోవట్లేదు. ఐఎమ్ allowing my children to learn. If I tell them immediately all the answers, how will they learn? How will they live? Krishna is also thinking like that. If I give him everything, if I solve him all his problems, how will he learn? How will he live? How will he survive? So, have patience. Because the mother is not helping the child in all the problems, should the children hate the mothers? My mother is MSc Mathematics gold medalist, but she is not even telling me anything. Waste. Why did she study MSc? Dandaka. If the child thinks like that, unborn, we also start thinking Krishna is Adhyam, Anadim, Advaitam, Achyutam, Adipurusham. What is the use of it all, Krishna? You are not coming and solving my problem. My Swiggy is 14 minutes delayed. You are not coming here to solve any of my problems. That is foolishness. If we blame Krishna, manakuన్న సమస్యను భగవంతుడు blame చేయటం, that is foolishness. He is asking us to tolerate agama painu nityam. He is asking us to tolerate, learn lessons from every situation. Right? So, I am only going to give an introduction now, I think, because that will take at least 40 minutes now, the avatars. Looks like we have to go to next week only. I thought I will talk about it. But each sloka is so important, I am explaining more and more. I like 4th chapter, 9th chapter, 8th chapter. Some of these are very intricate, very giving deep meanings of the slokas. Right? So Krishna said, I will appear again and again and again and again to protect devotees, punish miscreants, to establish dharma. Those are the 3 reasons why God appears. This all of us know from our childhood, this sloka, Paritranaya Sadhunam, this sloka, we know that one. Now comes the question of how many kinds of avatars are? How many avatars are there? Mataji, what's your question? Again Satya Yuga. The cycle continues. Again Satya Yuga continues. Maybe we'll talk that topic and we'll close today. I will take you directly to that one. Are you all ready with maths? this. Kali Yuga is 4,30,000. Please pay attention. Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. Okay? Into 2. Dwapar Yuga is 8,64,000 years. Treta Yuga is into 3. That means 4,32,000 into 3. 12,96,000 years. And Kruta Yuga, sorry, I took this Kriya Yuga. Kruta Yuga, 4 times of 432, that is 17,28,000 years. Maku 100,000 చచ్చిపోతాను ఎంత లాంగ్. And what is the total? 43,20,000 years. 4.3 million years. That is one yuga cycle. Oka yuga chakram. Oka yuga chakram. And this yuga chakra keeps continuing one after the like. We get no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next week, what will come? Will something new will come? Again, Monday will come. January, February, March, April, May, December. Again, January will come. Summer season, rainy season, winter season. Again, of course, we have. In India, we have only 3 seasons. Especially in Andhra, we have 3 seasons. Light summer, moderate summer, intense summer. We have only 3 seasons. Chennai also, Mataji, is it like 3 seasons? Like summer, summer, summer. There's only 1 season with different variations. But seasons are also after summer. Winter is just getting over. We already started seeing the summer impact. It started going on. Then again, rainy season will come. Then again, winter season. At least in Europe, you can see spring season. You can see fall season. You can see autumn season. You can see other seasons. Here we see only 3. They will keep coming again. Like that, once the Kali Yuga is over, again, Kruta Yuga will start. This cycle continues. Now, we'll understand what is Brahma's age. We'll understand what is Brahma age. 1 day of Brahma has 1,000 Yuga cycles. Yuga cycle, or another name is Chatur Yuga. Chatur Yuga ante, all these 4 yugas together is 1 Yuga cycle. 1 day of Brahma is 1,000 Yuga cycles. That means 1,000 into 43,20,000 years. Ikkadike na maths ayipoyindi. Right? Which is 1 day of Brahma. That is called Kalpa. Kalpantamu ani vintunta. Kalpa is 1 day of Brahma. That is 4.32 billion years. Now, what about 1 night of Brahma? Same 4.32 billion years. So, what is 1 full day of Brahma? 8.64 billion years. Some of you are already lost. Active whoever is active in maths, let's continuing. Now, 1 year of Brahma is 360 days. 360. And Brahma lives for 100 years. 1 day of Brahma is 4.32 billion years. 1 night is 4.32 billion years, which is 1 day is 8.64. And Brahma lives for 100 years. So 100 into 360 or 365 into 8.64 billion years. That is coming to 311 trillion years, 40 billion years. That is the life of Brahma. What is the life of Brahma? 311 trillion years, 40 billion years. That is the life of Brahma. After that, that Brahma dies. Brahma bhavana loka punaravrittinorjuna. Even Brahma dies. And there will be 1 more Brahma. Krishna appoints 1 more Brahma. After 311 trillion, 40 billion years. That's why the time factor in different planets is different. Prabhu, how can time be different in different planets? What is the time now in US? Now you immediately ask me, Prabhuji, Bay Area, New York area, or Central area? He'll ask me. His time is different. What is the time in Japan now? What is the time in Australia now? Is it different? If time in this bloody world itself is so different, imagine the time in different this one. That's why our 1 year is 1 day in Swargaloka. Our 1 year is 1 day in Swargaloka. Pitruloka, it's 1 day. That's why every year on the death anniversary of your parents, you are supposed to offer this one. That means they are getting lunch or meal every day. You are offering them once a year. Pitru Devatalaki, రోజుకొకసారి భోజనం పెట్టినట్టు. If any year you skip because you have an important deadline, because you are so busy, you don't offer food for your forefathers, what will happen? That day they are following Ekadashi. Whichever day you are not food for your parents, how many of you do rituals for your parents? I mean, sorry, if they have left their body. How many of you are not doing? If they have left it, you are not doing. Please do it. It is very important. It is very important that మనం పితృకార్యాలు చేయాలి. శ్రాద్ధం అంటే శ్రద్ధతో చేసేది. With sincerity, we remember our forefathers for the birth they have given us, for everything what they have given us. We thank them and we connect. Actually, Shastra says, first offer the prasadam to Krishna and offer that prasadam to the Pindas. First offer it to Krishna. That prasadam you offer it to the Pindas, to your mother, father, anybody whom you are doing. Then you are not only giving them food, you are giving prasadam. Hare Krishna Bujji, quite a few more minutes. Now they are very active. I know, that's okay. So that is what we need. So total lifespan is 311 years, 40,000 years. At the end of the 100 years, Brahma dies and total annihilation happens. So annihilation ante pralayam. There are 3 types of pralayam. There is 3 types of pralayam. Atyantika pralaya, naimittika pralaya. So one pralaya is every day when we sleep in the night. It's like one pralaya. We sleep and get up. Next level pralaya is after Brahma's day. After Brahma's day, night time there is one kind of pralayam. The final pralayam which happens is after Brahma's 100 years, where everything is devastated. Everything is cleared up. And fresh again starts. New Brahma is instated. And all the devatas, positions, everything are reinstated. And this is all done by Krishna. And who is there before this and who is there after this? Adyantamanadimachyutam is Krishna. He is there before the creation, he is there after the creation. And how many Brahmas Krishna has seen? Unlimited Brahmas. And how many Brahmas Krishna has seen? Unlimited Brahmas. So what is Krishna's age? Let's say he has seen 10,000 Brahmas. 311 trillion 40 billion years into 10,000. That is Krishna's age. But he has seen unlimited. This one slide is enough to confuse us or give us 100% clarity. This slide can confuse us or can give us 100% clarity that Krishna is eternal. That Krishna is the supreme controller. Sarvakarana Karana. He is, so many Brahmas are coming in front of him. So many Brahmas are going in front of him. So many Devatas are coming. So many Indras are coming. That's why once Brahma goes to see in Dwaraka. I told the story before. Once Brahma goes to Dwaraka to see Krishna. And he says to the Dwarapalaka, please tell Brahma has come. Krishna already understood that he has a little pitch of this one. So he asked his Dwarapalaka, ask him which Brahma. That Brahma gets confused. Which Brahma? నేను ఒక్కడే కదా, ఇంకెక్కడ మంది బ్రహ్మలు ఉన్నారు? Then Krishna says, come inside. After he comes inside, he sees 10,000 Brahmas sitting there. Oh, then he understands, oh, ఈ 10,000 బ్రహ్మల్లో నేను ఒకన్నా, నేనే గొప్పని అనుకున్నాను. అంటే అనేక బ్రహ్మలు, they are waiting there. They are waiting in the queue.
Some have more than 4 heads.
4 heads. In Tirupati, how many of you got pushed? How many of you got pushed in Tirupati? All of us, right? Devatas get pushed in Vaikunta. Indra get pushed. Ellelu paikellu. Inka chala mandi queue lo unnaru. Bayilderu. నేను బ్రహ్మదేవుణ్ణి. సరే, దర్శనం అయిందా? బయలుదేరు. ఇంకా చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. There also there will be rush because they are visitors. If you are a visitor, you will be also pushed. If you are a resident, you are not pushed. Do you want to be a visitor or do you want to be a resident? If you are a visitor, Brahma is not a resident of Vaikunta. Devatas are not a resident of Vaikunta. They all come to take the darshan. Virajanadi. Virajanadi is the line between the material world and the spiritual world. Virajanadi starting దగ్గర నుంచొని they all pray. Sahasra Tirsha Purusha Sahasrabhat. Brahma. I forgot that. Purusha Sukta. Purusha Sukta. Sahasra Tirsha Purusha Sahasrabhat. Sabhubim Visvo. So they recite that slokas. Then Vishnu comes, gives darshan. They all pray. And the Bailder. Hare Krishna. They take the laddu and come out. We also take darshan, come out, take the laddu. We go to the nearby restaurant. We forgot about Vaikunta. ఇప్పుడు దోశ తినాలా పొంగల్ తినాలా ఏమంటే ఈ రెస్టారెంట్లో పొంగల్ చాలా బాగుంటుంది అయిపోయింది ఇక్కడ దర్శనం 5 minutes బ్యాక్ హౌ వాజ్ ద దర్శన్ సీ దట్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ 10 feet లార్డ్ నారాయణ ఆయన చేతులు అభయహస్తం కటిహస్తం లక్ష్మి పద్మావతి హిస్ లోటస్ ఫీట్ వి ఫర్గాట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వాట్ ఆర్ వి రిమెంబరింగ్ పొంగల్ తినాలా దోశ తినాలా we spent 20,000 rupees to go to Tirupati. We even buy 10,000 rupees Srivani ticket to go to Tirupati. And we come out and our destination is Dostinala Pongal. Is it real? We are forgetting. At least for 5 minutes we should sit and visualize that beautiful Rupa. You are not going there for darshan, to see him. You are going there to show your face to Vishnu. Swami nenu vachanaya. You are going there to show your face to him. Darshanam baga jariginda antaru. Endi manakem darshanam ayindi. You are going there for Lord can see your face. Acha vachadu idu ammaya tagalattadu ee janmaki ippudu kanna vachadu na Tirupatiki o tick eskuntade malli eppudu vastado malli 10,000 janmal tarvata malli vastadu. That's what happens. So this is the life of Brahma. Spend 4 more minutes to close this one. Because how many of you are already checker here? Are you feeling reeling? When I was in school. Oh, your monthly meeting, then let's close it. We'll continue. We'll stop this. Okay. So Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here today and we'll continue our discussion next week. Next week, straight away, we discuss all kinds of avatars. So I told you how many avatars are there, right? So, and yesterday somebody said Dasya avatars, 10. Somebody said 22 avatars. How many avatars are there? 1 second, I'll tell you that one and we'll close this one. Let us recite this sloka. Avatarahi asamkheya Hare Sattvanidher Dvija Yata Vidasina Kulya Sarasasyu Sarasasraha. The incarnations of the Lord are innumerable. Unlimited avatars are there. Like rivulets flowing from the water. Rivulets ante upanadalu. Nadilo inchi payal vastuntadi kadandi. Godavari is starting from Triambakeshwar and it's going there. Or Ganga is starting from there and coming here. How many payal ennu unnayandi daniki telusa? Enni payal unnayi? Can anybody say? Ekkadekkada payals unte it will keep going like this. Godavari is everywhere available. Ganga is there so many places. All the rivers are there all over the world. Even in some forest they are there. We may not even know them. Like that, God is there. So many. Krishna has taken unlimited avatars. And we are trying to discuss about unlimited avatars in 45 minutes. Are we not fools? Yedo, we are trying to learn little bit. Hare Krishna. So thank you. So we will just... Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladaladayine Niranyakasi Purvachaka Sivatantanasanaye Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha Yeto yeto ya nitaro narasimha
Padi Narasimha, Udaye Narasimha, Nagara Singamadi, Sharanam Shamati, Avagata Kamala Varenaka, Adhuta Shinga, Dalita Hirunya Kasiku, Tanu Tunda. Ekavati Padana Haripuha, Jagavati Savate, Jagavati Savate, Jaya Narasimha Hare, Narasimha Hare, Narasimha Hare, Jaya Narasimha Hare, Jaya Kala Kala, Kala Kala, Prala Prala Jaya Prala Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Guru Dev Guru Dev Jaya Jaya Guru Dev Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nittai Gaura
भक्त विघ्ननाशक नरसिंह महाराज की जय, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की वृंदावन धाम की मधुरा धाम की गोवर्धन धाम की वैकुंठ पंडरी धाम की श्री क्षेत्रपुरी धाम की श्री राम मायापुर धाम की कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की हरे नाम एव केवलम कलो नास्तैव 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 गतिरन्यथा अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की जय वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अखंड कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय ग्रंथनाथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय भगवत प्रसादम की जय Hare Krishna. Thank you all. We'll meet again next week. My request continues the same. Today we discussed 7 slokas. We have 7 days time. Every day 1 sloka. Please go home and read. How many of you are reading every day Bhagavad Gita? Very nice. Others, please request you to please read. Spend 10-15 minutes. Otherwise, we'll forget it. Please read and try to remember during the day. Try to remember during the day. Bit by bit, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, we'll get connected to the whole Bhagavad Gita. Along as we are discussing, go home and read the whole purport. If you have any questions, underline, ask the question to me and try to clarify. Hare Krishna, please accept Prasad. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Amma. Anybody has any questions who is online?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Bhavana Prabhu.
Bhavana Prabhu.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Bhavana.
Come in person if possible from next week.
Yeah, Bengaluru lo Swami. Bengaluru lo unnanu, online attend avutunnanu.
Okay, atlage Prabhu. Alage Prabhu. Thank you. So anybody has any questions on what we discussed? Okay. So please request you to read the Bhagavad Gita every day. Chepnana.
You told the 4 Sampradayas, no? The sun god, in which Sampradaya does he come?
1 second. In Nana?
In
Chepnana.
which Sampradaya does the sun god come?
Sun god comes in which Sampradaya? Prabhu, you know the answer? Sun god comes in which Sampradaya? Huh? I don't know, Guji. I will find out and tell you. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Today's prasadam is made by Leela Mataji, Kavita Mataji, Lakshmi Mataji, Pravina Mataji, and Sirisha Mataji.